In this video, we're going to be looking at recurring decimals and changing them into fractions. So the things we need to remember about recurring decimals. You need to pay attention to the number that has got the dot on top, as that is the number that recurs. So in our first example, 0.172, the 2 has got the dot on top, so that gives us 0.1722222. In our second example, we've got 0.371, and the 7 and the 1 have both got dots on top. So that means that both those numbers recur, but the 3 doesn't. So it's 0.3717171. In our last example, we've got 0.317, and the 3 and the 7 have both got the dots on top. When there's a gap in between the dots, it means that everything recurs in between those dots. So it's 0.317, 317, 317, and so on. So in this question, we've got one number that's got the dot on top, and that is the 7. We start off by saying x equals 0.37777. Now we're trying to get to the point where both the numbers, all the numbers after the decimal, are the same. In order to do that, we have to multiply by 10. So on the left hand side, that will give us 10x, and on the right hand side, we'll end up with 3.777. So the numbers after the decimal aren't equal yet, so we have to multiply by 10 again. So that will give us 100x equals 37.77777. Now the numbers after the decimal are equal in this example and this one. So I'm going to put a tick next to those two. They're the two that I'm using. I then subtract. So I'm doing 100x, take away 10x, which gives me 90x. I then subtract the whole numbers, but the numbers after the decimal that will cancel one another out. So I'm doing 37, take away 3, which will give me 34. So x must be worth 34 over 90. So in this question, I'm given express 0.372 as a fraction, and the 7 and the 2 both recur. So I've got x equals 0.3727272. Notice the 3 doesn't recur. I've got 10x equals 3.7272727. Now the numbers after the decimal aren't equal yet, so then I go to 100x, which equals 37.27272772. Now whilst they are the same numbers, they are not equal values. 10x is 3.72, 100x is 37.27. So now we go to 1000x, and that is 372.727272. So the two that match, I've got 10x and I've got 1000x, as they both end 0.727272. So I subtract 1000x, take away 10x, is 990x, and 372 take away 3 gives me 369. So x must be 369 over 990. Now that answer is sufficient. You can simplify it if you wish to. Sometimes in the question it will ask for it in its simplest form. However, if it doesn't, then you don't need to simplify. In this question, we know that x will equal 0.475, 75, and so on. So 10x must be 4.75, 75. So 100x must equal 47.57557. And so 1000x will be 475.7575. We've now got a match. 10x and 1000x once again. So those are the two I'm using, which gives me 990x. 475, take away 4 is 471. So x must equal 471 over 990. There are now some questions very similar to these for you to have a go at. Make sure you pay attention to which numbers have the dots on top, as that tells you which ones are recurring.